So question is, let f of a is equal to g of a is equal to k and nth derivative of f and g exist and are not equal to, right? So nth derivative of f and g are exist and are not equal for some n. So derivative of fx is not equal to gx. And further, if limit x tends to a, f of a into g of x minus f of a minus g of a into f of x plus f of a upon fx minus gx equal to 4 given, then you have to find out the value of k, right? So here it is given that limit x tends to a, limit x tends to a, f of a into g of x, right, minus f of a minus g of a into f of x plus f of a whole upon fx minus gx, sorry, gx minus fx is equal to 4. This is given, right? Now if we substitute x equal to a here, then gx is ga minus f of a, but ga and f of a are equal, so this becomes g of a minus f of a, and both are equal, are k, so k minus k, that is 0, that is denominator 0. Also if you substitute in numerator, then numerator is 0, this is this cancel, so you will get that both are 0, right? So numerator is 0 as well as denominator is 0, right? So differentiating with respect to a, now this is limit given, that means applying L'Hopital rule, you know, if given function in limit is of the form 0 form, then you have to apply L'Hopital rule, and in L'Hopital rule, you know, derivative of the numerator is in numerator and derivative of the denominator is in denominator. So applying L'Hopital rule, this is limit x tends to a. Now f of a is constant, so as it is, and derivative of gx is g dash x, so this is f of a into g dash x minus f of a minus f of a, and this is g of a as it is, and derivative of fx is f dash x, so minus g of a and f dash x, and this is plus f of a, that is 0, this is again 0, so no need to write this because this is constant function, sorry, we are making mistake here, so this is minus whole upon derivative of this is g dash x minus derivative of fx is f dash x, right? Now this is, if we substitute x equal to a here, x is equal to a here, what we get here, this is equal to limit x tends to a, f of a, right? So now applying limit, so this becomes f of a into g dash a minus g of a into f dash a whole upon g dash a minus f dash a, and this is equal to, given this is 4, so this is 4, right? Now given that f of a is equal to g of a is equal to k, that is value of f of a and g of a is equal to k, so this is k, this is k, so this become k into g dash a minus this is k into f dash a whole upon g dash a minus f dash a is equal to 4. Now k is common, taking k common, what we get? So writing k outside the function, g dash a minus f dash a whole upon g dash a minus f dash a is equal to 4. So this will be cut. So what is your answer? K is equal to 4. Answer is k is equal to 4. That is option B is your correct answer. Now second question. If f is odd function, you know derivative of the odd function is even function and derivative of the even function is odd function. See how? See, suppose fx is given, then fx is even, right? So you know if f of minus x is equal to minus fx, then f is odd function. F is odd function. And even function, if f of minus x is equal to fx, then f is even function. So now it is given that fx is even function. Then derivative of this, that is fx is even, then fx is even, that is f of minus x is equal to f of x. So f of minus x is equal to f of x. Now differentiate this function with respect to x. Derivative of f bracket is f dash bracket, and derivative of bracket is again minus 1 is equal to f dash x, and derivative of bracket is 1. So taking minus to opposite side, this is f dash minus x is equal to minus f dash of x. That is, now f dash minus x is equal to minus f dash x. That is, f is odd function. So if fx is even function, then f dash x is odd function, and f dash is odd function, then f dash x is even function. So remember this as a formula, right? It's very useful formula. F is even, then f dash x derivative is odd, and f is odd, then f dash x is even function. So what is given here? F is odd function. So given that f is odd function, that is f of minus x is equal to minus f of x is given, right? And f dash 2 is equal to 5, then you have to find out f dash 2. Now f is odd here, f is odd, therefore f dash is even, therefore f dash is even. That is, f dash minus x is equal to f of x. Now what we require? 2. So therefore f dash minus 2 is equal to f of 2, putting x is equal to 2 here. Now what is given? f2. f2 is f2, sorry, here we have to write dash. So f2 f dash 2 is 5. So answer of this is 5. So 5 is your proper answer, that is option C, right? Now next question is, if x is equal to e raised to y, x is equal to e raised to y plus e raised to y plus e raised to y up to infinite term, then dy by dx is equal to blank, where x is not equal to 0, where x is not equal to 0. So what is given here? X is equal to, this is x is equal to e raised to y plus e raised to y, right, plus e raised to y, right, plus dash 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 up to infinite term, right, and x is not equal to 0. Now see here, suppose this is not term here, then what is this? This is again x. So these all terms are again x. That is, x is equal to e raised to y plus x. This is remain x. If this term is not here available here, this looks as a x. So this is x. So x is equal to e raised to y plus x. So taking log both sides, what we get? Log x is equal to e raised to, right, log e raised to y plus x, log e raised to y plus x. Now applying power rule of log, this power comes in front side. So what we get? Log x is equal to y plus x into log e. What we get? Into log e. And you know log e is 1. So answer of this is log x is equal to y plus x. That is, y is equal to log x minus x, taking this to left hand side. Now differentiate this function with respect to x, dy by dx. Derivative of log x is 1 upon x, and derivative of x is 1, that is minus 1, right? So this is your proper answer. If we take LCM, this becomes 1 minus x upon x. So option A is your correct answer. Now this is very important example, a nice example. If fx is equal to root x minus 1 plus under root x plus 24 plus under root x plus 24 minus 10 times under root x minus 1, and condition is given minus 1 is less than x is less than 26, then derivative of this fx is, that is f dash x is equal to, so fx is given as under root x minus 1 plus under root x plus 24 minus 10 into root x minus 1. This is given function. So you can directly differentiate this function, but I am not interested to differentiate this function directly, because this is x minus 1 root here, also this is root x minus 1. So we have, this is first term, this is last term, then this is a middle term, because first and last term is always perfect square. But this is not perfect square, as well as this is 24 is not also perfect square. So can I write like this? This is root x minus 1, right? Plus this is under root. Now nearer to this 24 number, perfect square number is only 25, right? Because 16 is far away, and then 36. So I am writing this as x minus 1 plus 25. So this 24 can be split as 25 minus 1, that is 24, right? And then this is minus 5 into 2 times under root x minus 1. Either you can write like this, 2 into 5 into root x minus 1, right? So what happened here? See, this is x minus 1 plus this is under root. This is root x minus 1 whole square. This is root x minus 1 whole square. 25, that is plus 5 whole square. So middle term will be either plus, either minus. 5 times into 2 times. So 2 times 5 into root x minus 1. So 2 times 5 into root x minus 1. But the sign of the middle term is minus. So this is 2 times 5 into root x minus 1. That means this is a perfect square of root x minus 1 minus sign, and last term is 5, right? So this is root x minus 1 plus root x minus 1 minus 5 whole square. Root x minus 1, this is root x minus 1 whole, right? Minus 5 whole square. Now square and square root both are here, so will be gone. But we don't know the value of this is either plus or minus. So we are putting minus here. So this is equal to root x minus 1 plus modulus root x minus 1 minus 5. So we are taking modulus value. Now it is given that 1 minus plus 1, big thing, plus 1 is less than x less than 26. This is given, right? So this is given 1 is less than x is less than 26. Here this is root x minus 1. That is, we have to subtract 1 from this. If we subtract 1, this implies 0 is less than x minus 1 is less than 25. And if we take square root of this, is always positive, because x minus 1 is lies between 0 to 25, which is positive. So square root of this is always positive, that is less than 5. Sorry. So this is less than 5. If we take minus 5, then this is root x minus 1 minus 5 less than 0. Now recalling definition of modulus function. Answer of modulus of x is equal to x if x is greater or equal to 0, and answer is minus x if x is less than 0. This is the definition of modulus function. So applying this condition here, this is root x minus 1 minus 5 is less than 0. That is modulus of this. Modulus of root x minus 1 minus 5 is equal to minus modulus, root x minus 1 minus 5 is the answer. Because this is x. X is less than 0. X is less than 0, then answer is minus x. So modulus of this is minus x. That means answer of this is under root x minus 1 minus under root x minus 1 minus 5 is the answer, right? According to this condition. So now this and this cancel. So minus minus plus. So f of x is 5. But what we have to find out? We have to find out the value of f dash x. So differentiating this function with respect to x, that is f dash x is equal to 0 as 5 is a constant. So your proper answer will be option A. And the last question of this set is y is equal to this, right? 1 upon 1 plus x raised to beta minus alpha plus x raised to gamma minus alpha plus 1 upon 1 plus x raised to alpha minus beta plus x raised to gamma minus beta plus 1 upon 1 plus x raised to alpha minus gamma plus x raised to beta minus gamma. Then we have to find out dy by dx. That means we have to differentiate this function. Now this is 1 upon x. Derivative 1 upon x is minus 1 upon x square. But then after, this is variable raised to constant. So it's very tough, right? So you know what is our dialogue? Before differentiate, simplify the given function as much as possible. So first we try to simplify this function. So what is the answer? See, y is equal to, can I write like this? You know, x raised to a minus b, then you are writing x raised to a into x raised to minus b. Either x raised to a upon x raised to b. Means same base, minus power you have to write in denominator. So similarly this is 1 plus, see, 1 plus x, applying this exponential rule. This is x raised to beta whole upon x raised to alpha. Got it? So what is this? X raised to gamma upon x raised to alpha. So this is plus x raised to gamma upon x raised to alpha. Then plus, put b plus sign, right? So you can defer to terms. This is 1 upon 1 plus. Similarly, applying this rule, what we get? X raised to alpha upon x raised to beta. So this is x raised to alpha upon x raised to beta plus this is x raised to gamma upon x raised to beta. So this is x raised to gamma upon x raised to beta plus this is 1 upon. So this is 1 upon. This is 1 plus x raised to alpha upon x raised to gamma and plus x raised to beta upon x raised to gamma, right? So taking LCM, what we get? We get y is equal to x raised to alpha is LCM. So denominator of the denominator goes to numerator. So this is x raised to alpha whole upon. This is x raised to alpha plus x raised to beta plus x raised to gamma. So this is x raised to alpha plus x raised to beta plus x raised to gamma. Then plus this is x raised to beta is LCM. So this is x raised to beta whole upon x raised to alpha plus x raised to beta plus x raised to gamma plus this is x raised to gamma whole upon x raised to alpha plus x raised to beta plus x raised to gamma. Now see, all denominators are same, there is LCM. So sum of the numerator and sum of the numerator is x raised to alpha plus x raised to beta plus x raised to gamma whole upon x raised to alpha plus x raised to beta plus x raised to gamma, that is 1. So this is your y, therefore dy by dx is constant function, therefore derivative of constant function is 0. So your proper answer is dy by dx is 0, right? Now see here in this power all are alpha, here both are beta and here both are gamma. Here beta and gamma, so minus alpha. Here minus beta, so gamma and alpha are there, and here is minus gamma, so alpha and beta. So if you write this term first, you can observe directly that this is x raised to alpha. This is x raised to alpha upon, if we multiply x raised to alpha here, then this is x raised to alpha plus x raised to beta plus x raised to gamma. Then this is x raised to beta upon all same. then this is x raised to gamma. So x raised to alpha plus x raised to beta plus x raised to gamma, also x raised to alpha, x raised to beta, x raised to gamma. So you can directly observe, and this both are numerator as well as denominator are same, that is 1. So we will get answer directly 0, right?